Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special tutorial video by the one guy you probably shouldn't take any advice from. And today I'm gonna teach you how to team build, because you obviously have crippling depression and nothing better to do with your life. I mean, why wouldn't you learn how to play a guitar or paint or anything? Well, that is because you don't want to be good at anything except playing some pixels on a DS or on this one made up fan made showdown simulator thingy. Which is okay. Your mom is never gonna be proud of you anyway. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why should I take advice from that one guy who had an Espeon in a very popular Eevee video I could just win by clicking Core Mine, but then decided to just send it out against the one Pokemon that it couldn't click Core Mine against. For that reason, it is because you obviously don't care about being good at Pokemon either. Like, your life must be a complete failure. But either way, let's get started into Pokemon. So Pokemon is pretty simple. Pokemon is like a team game, right? You have your Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who's gonna score all the goals, but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang can't do it all alone. He needs his Henrik Mkhitaryan and Socrates Papastatapa. Now that I think about it, why did you guys don't even know who these guys are? Why did I make that comparison? By other words, I mean you need a win con or multiple win cons. Now the win con is pretty simple. It is the Pokemon that's going to win you the game. It is the mwah. It sounds very fancy, but basically it means it is a one Pokemon that has that bullshit setup move that you're going to spam every single game. So in this case, let's start with a simple, I don't know, we have a lot of good monsters there. Let's start with, let's start with the most bullshit one. Let's take Holucha and Tapu Koko. For the one reason that you don't have to be good to play this. Basically, Tapu Koko gets in the Electric Surge, you have this with Unburden, you put this Electric Seed, Electric Seed, I don't know how seeds make this bird better, but either way, you have Tapu Koko setting up terrain, having moves like Discharge. The rest of the team can basically be filler. So, all you need are these two mons. This thing sets up electric terrain, this thing sweeps, the rest of the mon can basically be anything you want, which would probably work against someone as stupid as me, but you want to beat the good guys. And since you obviously have no talent, since you're using both Holucha and Tapu Koko, we are gonna go straight into a heat Tapu Koko team. So the first thing you have to assess is what are these two Pokemon's weaknesses? And obviously, since you have absolutely no knowledge about Pokemon, you click on this tab, click Smogon Analysis, and here you get a very detailed view. You don't even have to make the sets yourself. Look at this, with Electric Seed, some detail about what bullshit this Pokemon's gonna do, and some checks and counters, and also team options. So if you just look at team options, basically you don't even have to build your own team. You can basically see Landorus T in particular, help Holucha. Alright, let's plonk in Landorus T, because obviously people are not bored enough of this dog. This dog, they can't get enough of this dog. They need to see this dog every single day, basically, because I think people on Pokemon hate themselves. People on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. There are things called hazards that might confuse you in hazard control. Basically, this was a thing introduced by Pokemon in 2nd gen, I think, because they didn't want single 6v6 battles to last for basically an eternity. So, hazards are important. Now, you might be wondering what hazards are. Hazards are basically a thing that takes effect when you switch in a Pokemon. Very simple. You have a couple of good options like Stealth Rock, basically anti-Charizard. You have things like Spikes, basically anti-noob. You have things like Toxic Spikes, which is basically anti-everything not poison. And you have Sticky Web for the people who don't want to pick fast Pokemon for some goddamn reason. And that's okay. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna pick the Landorus with his Stealth Rock. Just put on some bullshit, I don't know, Rocky helmet or something. I mean, he does have the Intimidator, it's pretty bulky. Just slap something in there, I don't know, slap some Speed Creep. And yeah, just put a plus there, a minus, I don't know, there. Just fill in this with, I don't know, Earthquake. We need Earthquake, and possibly, like, let's put it like the Hidden Power Ice, because we hate other Landoruses, even though we love our own. And let's put a U-turn. Genius. This complete set. Mwah, beautiful. You don't need anything else than this. And this is how easy Pokemon is, guys. You don't need skills to make a set. You basically only need to either steal from Smogon or just pick the most obvious choice each time. Obviously, you want your team to stand out, and that's why you pick your favorite Pokemon. Or unfortunately for you, your favorite Pokemon is either one evolution that's really bad or another Pokemon that's horrible. But don't worry, we can make this work. Just put on some, well, whatever this thing have. I don't even know if this is a set, but let's try this bullshit. Yeah, let's go. Let's put happy hour. Let's put happy hour, celebrate and splash. I don't even know if this even works. I'm just gonna test. Does this work? No! When your favorite Pokemon is one that's so broken it doesn't even want to play that. Okay, well, we can put some other moves then. We can put Flail, and we can put something like Tackle, I suppose. Wait, why did Pokemon suggest this spread? I'm Choice Specs. Fuck Pokemon. What am I gonna do? Choice Spec Tackle? From an Adamant Tackle? Is that even a thing? If you have taken advice from people who actually can play Pokemon before, you probably heard the term defensive core sometimes. This basically means two Pokemon that are really good together, although we don't obviously care about that. Fuck these two, and let's put on something fun. Something, you know, our own defensive core, like Umbreon. We already have a defensive Landorus, and since we are absolutely trash at this game, well, let's go with this. Now for the last mon, you probably want a hazard remover. Now there are two options. You have Defog or you have Rapid Spin. Now we obviously only have rocks, so I think Defog or Dofog works perfectly. Now basically you just search for Defog in the search bar and pick the best one you can find. Something that's not too weak to... Look at that. Beautiful. Let's go with this garbage. Now that you spent a lot of time in your life that you never get back, it is actually time to do the Pokemon playing. So what you do is you go into the ladder, the OU, and you test your team. Click the find an opponent button, and let's see what's happened. Oh god damn it, it's still too broken! Fuck Pokemon, I'm making my ruined Pokemon too broken that I have to be shiny, stupid piece of shit. But okay, for real this time. Let's see if we can find a battle, and let's see if your newly created masterpiece can stand the test of time. You know, you have maybe created the new meta. You may have created something truly beautiful, and as we can see, oh my god, we are actually facing a real team. I'm actually a bit terrifying. No, obviously, my opponent is so confident he doesn't need his last Pokemon. We're just gonna lead with the Magikarp. Remember what we talked about when we had team building. You have defensive synergy with your mons. Basically, this means I can just click Lando, and hopefully this guy is not come. Oh man, this is going so well. Oh, he clicked U-turn, like a noob. Oh, nice. So we still have a shot. Why is this team working? I mean, I am on the bottom of the ladder, but holy shit, what is going on? I mean, obviously we predicted this predicament for my opponent, and he obviously is going to give us the switch initiative, and that's what's good about U-turn, because U-turn is the one move you click just to be an asshole, you know? Basically, U-turn is like the Pokemon setting where you can switch after you kill an opponent's Pokemon in the Pokemon game, which is basically the most bullshit thing ever. Like, imagine if he killed my Landorus there, and I switched in my Umbreon, and he was just like, nope, I'm gonna go Garchomp now. What the fuck is this game even?
1 hour later.
Okay, I'm not joking, guys. I've been sitting here for quite a while. I'm actually gonna hit him up with a timer. That's a very important tip for you right there. Hit your opponent up with a timer just to show that you're serious. You're not joking around. You have better things to do than wait for an opponent who clicked U-turn just a minute ago. Not knowing what to do. Can you do something? Art blocks, please! And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. After much waiting, after too much waiting, after waiting for what seems like an eternity, you have created a team and it seems to work. Now go out on the ladder and show who's boss. Show them that you're not afraid of Coco. Show them that you know what defensive cores are. And on that bombshell, I hope to see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.